coach was right there to hit him. But no fear, he delivered an accurate ball. Nice catch.
And you never want to see your quarterback getting hit, but it also sends a message to the rest of the team when he's able to take that shot and still deliver downfield. Showing a little toughness, and the team rallies around him. This could really help them on their drive.
They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. The Texans at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. Hey, Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
The fumble on first down now. Here's second down.
18. That's it. Buggy.
Throwing now is Stroud. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the two of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
Here we go. Let's go. 18. What's up?
The throwing again is Stroud. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it.
Love it. Hey, south.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. So he stopped for no gain, and that'll make it second down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
Here we go. On 18. What's that? I got it, baby.
Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay. That flag, that'll push him back 5. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15.
On 18. What's that? Why Tony? 11.
And Stroud now to throw. That's going to be caught by Kirk. It'll be a gain of 5. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards. Charles, Thursday night game, you think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
So on fourth down, Texan kicker Ka'imi Fairbairn comes on. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And it's now 3-0 Texans. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start this drive out on the ground. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
2nd and 4. Completes it to Austin. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down. Hey, look at the defense for these Texans. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And for all the routes to keep an eye on in this one, they've got to find a way to take away the crossing routes. Those are the ones that when a receiver catches it on the run, those can really hurt a defense.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
A gain of 15. And the Steelers first down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Looking to throw. That completes it again to Metcalf. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now run straight ahead with Warren. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. DK Metcalf, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Hey, uno more.
Stroud to throw it. slings one that's incomplete.
Well, there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Tony. Why Tony?
Stroud. Got a man. It's Collins complete. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Running for it. Here's Chung. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. Oh, on the defensive side, that is so deflating.
Not only is it deflating, they've got to look in each other's eyes on that side of the ball and take each other's measure. You've got them backed up, perfect situation, and what they said to you on the other side is, we don't think you can stop us. Went ahead and got it in that position. That should never happen.
That's complete to Dell. And he's able to get this to the 4-yard line before he's out of bounds. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
18. Look the hot.
Here's Stroud. This one taken in by Stover. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They moved it a combined 33 yards. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
2nd down and a yard.
Here we go. 11. Hey, Uno Mars. Buggy.
Now Stroud. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard.
Okay. 18. Why Tony? Hey, Uno.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
South.
Stroud looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal.
18. What's that?
From the gun to give to Mixon. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They were held to a field goal on their first drive. They want 6 now, but it's 3rd and goal.
18. Look the hot, look the hot.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And guy's man is caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Texans will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Lining up for the extra point.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7.
Texans 10, Steelers 7. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Down the left sideline. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. DK Metcalf with career touchdown number 60. And the Steelers are able to move back in front.
His kick is good.
Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10.
Texans 10. Chris Boswell to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. A slim deficit here in a 1-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room.
11.
Throwing to start the drive. Stroud. Throw right side, taken in by Collins. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14.
Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
Hey, Uno Mars. Why Tony?
Stroud off the play fake. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Whoever the dime looked on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Second and 10.
On the quick, right? On 18. Hey, Uno Mars. Hey, Uno.
Play action. Stroud now. He'll let this go deep for Collins. That is incomplete.
Now, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Look the hot, look the hot. Buggy.
Stroud will look to throw once more. That is caught. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 36. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Oh, ready? 19 Texans. 18. 11.
Throwing now is Stroud. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Oh, ready? 118. What's that?
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter.
Ka'imi Fairbairn on for the field goal. A 53-yard attempt.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the 2nd half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Running left, it's Warren. And he's across the 40 for the extra yards to the 43. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. On the give, it's Warren. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 47 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. They'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
taken down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 6. A first carry for Tyler Algier.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
This now a 3rd and 4. They'll drop to throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Steelers.
A handoff for Warren. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
2nd and 9 now. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Texans are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. That is a tough way to start the 3rd quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Queen.
And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Here we go. Cougar 19. 19 Cardinal.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll find Metcalf. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A rookie from Texas looking sharp on that throw. He gets his guys a first down.
That's good for us.
And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now.
A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He's got it. Touchdown. Wan'Dale Robinson from 6 yards away. And the Steelers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is up to 8.
21. Texans 13. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Project,
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself.
And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A huge play there for Houston. 49 yards. And you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Oh, right. Tony.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the fourth quarter.
Here we go. Tonight.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person that's on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. That's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching, and there was another first down run right there.
12. At 18.
Mixon will take this one in for a Texans touchdown. So part one of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
A big spot now for the Texans as they'll try for 2.
The Texans will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They're going to try and run for it, but he is not going to make it. It's a big play by the defense, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score, but bottom line, they are still on top with the football, and a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now run with Warren. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Warren will try the right side. The 20, 5, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Jaylen Warren, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Steelers get an important score there to extend their lead here this 4th quarter. And oh, it's blocked. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Here we go.
There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. In just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and two-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
11. Here we go. Let's go. Hey, I'm 18. That's it.
As Stroud now to throw. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's good for 28 yards.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Why Tony? Look the hot. Hey, south. Tonight.
Stroud working out of the gun. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
4 yards.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive.
Here we go.
But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Joe Mixon with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Texans have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the fourth. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
The Texans will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Close. 19 Texans.
Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
That keeps the score. Steelers 27. Texans 25.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Metcalf motions left. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Robinson hauling it in outright. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's one. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
On the run, it's Warren.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
They'll run it. Warren.
And he'll get this down only to the 18.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. They'll set up a throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete.
And he is going to have a Steeler first down. All smiles on that sideline. That should be the one to do it.
And the Steelers first down. 1st and goal, Pittsburgh.
And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation.
Well, this ball game was close throughout. Remember, it was neck and neck at intermission, neck and neck at the end, but a great job to come in here in a tough environment, Charles, and get the victory.
Yeah, tough environment indeed. How about all the people we can hear shouting from their seats right below us, partner? They weren't real happy that their team didn't keep the home field. How about how these visitors came in, calm every step of the way, even with all the pressure, and found a way to get out of here with a win?